Greetings, all! Today, we will be examining the exceptionally rare Electric Ghost, Electric Fire, Electric Water, Electric Ice, Electric Flying, or Electric Grass-type Pokemon Rotom, the Plasma Pokémon. Though they might seem silly and merely fun to play with at first, Rotom are versatile creatures that can more than change up a battle with a little help from their trainers.
Rotom consists of an orange plasma core with blue eyes and divided sclera and a small mouth, the main body being covered in an aura of blue plasma energy with a pair of energized pseudo-limbs that react to move upon their owner's command. They can take on a variety of different forms by possessing special electronics, combining to feature the combat form of an oven, washing machine, refrigerator, fan, and lawnmower.
Because of their exceptionally elusive lifestyles and relatively recent discovery, very little is known about how Rotom actually function.
Although it defies known laws of physics, Rotom are literally balls of plasma that have been possessed by a spirit of some sort, something that is completely unseen in traditional cases of spiritual possession. What makes it really odd is that this plasma is not the sort most humans are familiar with, namely the plasma that exists within our sun at super high temperatures. Their bodies are in fact made up of fairly cool plasma that exists in a state of constant electromagnetic flux, held only in check by the energy of the spirit possessing it. Instead of feeding off of spiritual or negative emotional energy, Rotom feed on free electrons in the air and absorb any form of nearby free energy to survive, converting it into electromagnetic energy that fuels their bodies and their powers. Rotom are even able to channel their energy into standard electrical systems to either feed energy into them or actually become part of them, hence the base typing as electric ghost types. It is duly noted that Rotom enjoy doing such deeds just to make mischief and cause trouble for others, though the source of this behavior seems to be an innocent desire to have fun and cannot be taken as a sign of malice in the least. Rotom were originally discovered and named by Cyrus, the former head of Team Galactic, while he was a child growing up in Sunyshore City. Cyrus apparently discovered one of these strange creatures possessing one of his toy robots when he was a child, and quickly became friends with it for a considerable amount of time, though it appears that at least on one occasion, he accidentally scared Rotom so much that he was forced to look outside of his home in a nearby garbage heap to relocate it. Cyrus is credited with almost all known research on Rotom, minus some work also done by his subordinate Karen, but seeing as many of his old journals were left to simply fall apart in some of the buildings owned and operated by Team Galactic, relatively little survives. Unfortunately, Cyrus is still MIA, and Karen is currently in jail and is serving a fairly large sentence, seeing as he was the only one that was arrested for the crimes of the Team Galactic officials involved in the Galactic incident, so further details are fairly scarce and effectively have been lost to time. It is known, however, that the species discoverers recognized the possession abilities of Rotom and spent several years designing special appliances that worked much as regular ones, but were also built so as to be completely and perfectly accessible to Rotom. Today, 5 such original appliances survive and have served as the basis for Silphco's home appliance production line since their discovery. When Rotom possess an electrical object, they tend to take on the physical characteristics of that object and become much more powerful than normal, receiving a boost in offensive strength and a significant boost in defensive strength in exchange for a slight drop in movement speed. More importantly, Rotom lose their spiritual secondary type when they possess an object and replace it with an element associated with the particular appliance being possessed, and in turn gain the ability to utilize a particularly unique move that they normally would not be able to use outside of that appliance, though they always retain possession of Levitate as their only ability. The known forms compatible with Rotom are Heat Rotom, the result of possessing a convection microwave with a special motor, which is electric fire type, can use the overheat attack, and enjoys gleefully burning things like outfits. Wash Rotom, the result of possessing a washing machine with a special motor, which is electric water type, can use the hydro pump attack, and enjoys committing water-based pranks like flooding rooms. Frost Rotom, the result of possessing a refrigerator with a special motor, which is electric ice type, can use the blizzard attack, and enjoys pulling cold-based pranks like freezing the water in your bathtub. Fan Rotom, the result of possessing an electric fan with a special motor, which is electric flying type, can use the air slash attack, and enjoys wind-based mischief like blowing any and all papers around. And Mow Rotom, the result of possessing a lawnmower with a special motor, which is electric grass type, can use the leaf storm attack, and enjoys mowing over flowers and scattering clippings everywhere. Recent advances have also allowed these creatures to take a hold of objects that allow them to serve a more functional purpose, namely the recent introduction of the Rotom Pokédex. This special Pokédex has all of the regular trappings of a standard Pokédex, but is far more interactive, as a specially trained Rotom can actually use the device to speak in a form that the human ear can understand perfectly fine, and can offer information, reminders, and other visual cues that a standard Pokédex cannot, all complemented by an uplifting and colorful personality that makes these creatures highly useful for beginning trainers that are just starting out on their Pokemon adventure. Even more recently, they have been incorporated into transportation in the form of the Rotom bike, which can charge up energy to give users a boost in speed as they move across land and sea alike. These special devices as a whole have recently been made available for global distribution and have flourished in the home market of the world, putting these devices and creatures to equal good use as hopefully intended. From all this, it must be lastly noted that, in terms of stats, Rotom vary quite a bit in terms of the overall combat abilities, depending upon the form that they take. In their standard form, these creatures are not all that strong, with only their base special attack stat being above average for a fully evolved Ghost-type Pokemon, and the base speed stat above average for a fully evolved Ghost and Electric-type Pokemon. However, transformation into any of their unique appliance forms, as already noted, will alter their base stats, resulting in them obtaining an above average base speed stat for a fully evolved Fire, Water, Ice, and Grass-type Pokemon, and above average base defense, special attack, and special defense stats for a fully evolved Electric, Fire, Water, Ice, Flying, and Grass-type Pokemon, granting them the highest base special defense stat out of all Electric-type Pokemon, while possessing an appliance and rendering them versatile creatures that can more than make a name for themselves when they need to fight.
Tricksters to all that they meet, and more than able to adapt to any combat situation at hand. Rotom are amazing little critters that can more than play a bit of a game with those that think they can handle them. You might need some help in order to get them into a state that works best for you, but a little ingenuity and strategy may be all that is needed to really bring out the potential they have for proving to be a serious annoyance to deal with.
Just do yourself a favor and make sure to give them plenty of time to have fun while in your care. Otherwise, if you have the right kinds of appliances on you, they might decide to take one for a joyride around your home and cause mischief wherever they go. And perhaps something more if they have a grudge to grind an axe on by turning your home into a living nightmare of chaos and maximum overdrive.
Thank you all for watching this video. It is always a pleasure to help teach others about the world of Pokemon and the many facets of it that exist in both the world we call home and the world they call home. If you'd like, please leave a comment and subscribe and ring the bell to this channel to get regular updates on content and anything else that might be going on. You can find me and my written work on DeviantArt under the name Untitled, and be informed of information and content uploads on my Twitter page and my Patreon page. Donations are always welcome. Always remember, the world of Pokemon is a vast and varied place, and there's no telling what secrets might be hiding just around the corner. So keep watch, stay vigilant, and always prepare for the unexpected. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.